Hola Galeras, how are you? I am Jaws Blake. This is my wife, Alec Blake. How's it going? How are you? I hope you're well. Uh, this week is very special. It is this one's birthday. Tomorrow.
Yes,
She
tomorrow.
will be 21. Finally able to drink. It'll be amazing.
No.
No.
Because there's pictures of me drinking places, I'm sure. So I've been 21 for a while. We can just leave it at that. I'm not one of those weird people who doesn't. I'm not weird, but I'm not one of those people who like.
Cheers to you. There you go.
I'm not. Thank you. I'm not one of those people who's like, oh no, I don't want to say my age. Sometimes I forget.
Hello, Mochi.
Sometimes I forget.
Hello, producer Moch.
I forget. I have to count back. I'm like, wait, what year
Do you
is
want
it?
to be in this?
I think I'm gonna be 36. I think that's where we are.
Come
She
on.
doesn't want to. She's watching birds.
All right. Well, this is producer Mochi's butt. So. There you go. So today we're going to talk about some hard-hitting events. No, we're not. We're not. So, Alec has been getting into a lot of illustration in the last couple of years, and she has some stuff that she would like to show you that are like some of her favorite parts of illustrating.
I don't know if I have favorite parts. I have been working on drawing more. I used to draw. Hi, Mochi.
Mochi.
You can't have any of that.
Yeah.
Oh, look. It's
Yeah.
Mochi's butt show. Come
There
here.
we go. All right.
Thank you.
There you go. Don't show hole. Cut it
Thank
out.
you. Okay. I've been working on drawing again. I used to draw a lot when I was a kid. I made a fake card when I was a kid that was like on the back of like a pillow envelope. I cut that out and I wrapped tape all around it and I put some paper on it that said like my name and then I was an artist. I think it was like a little stray piece of like confetti or something that somehow got on there. I was like, this is part of it. So I just had that.
Hey, dryer.
And I had that for a while. I used to draw. We used to get in my elementary school. We used to have times where we would get to do little books. Like we'd have like these little paper and glue or tape bound books, and we could write little stories. I used to write them and illustrate them. And I somehow like lost that in the way that we lose things like that when we get older, and decided that that wasn't the thing I was going to do. Part of that's definitely ADHD, where I was like, oh, I'm having a lull in this, and I don't know why. Time to do something different, and I'll find the thing that sticks. And my brain's like, that's not real. But nobody told me because we didn't know. I've been in that journey, finding out there's a lot of things that I did that were like that.
MSN 87. Hey, how's it going?
Hello. But yeah, I think right before the pandemic I started to get back into drawing. It wasn't like a pandemic inspired thing. I'd asked for my birthday for an iPad mini because I wanted to try and do things that way. I struggle still with sketchbooks. I have a lot of trouble keeping a sketchbook because it's the idea of like you do this book and you want it to be good, but it's like it's for practice.
You're not going to
It's-
photobomb this whole set.
It's your practice. You know she's going to.
I need you to know. You're not going to photobomb. this
So
whole
like yeah, it was just this idea of I got to get back into it. I want to get back into it. I've been working really hard to do it, and actually it's funny because I did so much digitally for a long time, and now I'm back doing a lot of pen and ink, which I like. I think when I'm at work, it's kind of my fidget thing. Like I'm doing work. I don't think my bosses are watching, but I'm working.
Whatever.
I'm working, but like
Take it all in. No.
sometimes when you're in the middle of something
We got a
loading.
question from MSN.
Oh, what's
So,
that?
How are you guys doing? Doing pretty good, actually.
Oh, I'm sorry. I talk way too much.
It's okay. You just got to keep good. I always try and keep track of the comments. We're doing really well. It's
We're
really
doing
nice,
alright.
actually.
We just put our stuff back in this place. We had some stuff in storage and we brought it back.
A full bookcase.
Not the
Fully
bookcase, but
loaded.
the bookcase is full now.
Yeah.
And then we like moved some things around. I put some of my nerd stuff back up.
Still boxes. We
Like-
gotta get rid of some boxes.
Yeah, there's some boxes around.
The
Most
cats
of-
are happy about it, though.
Yeah, definitely. I don't know if people are gonna get super mad that we threw out some DVD cases and CD cases. I kept the things like the inserts.
We didn't throw them out. We recycled them.
Yeah, we're recycling them. And I did keep the inserts for all the CDs. Like, I put them all behind the CDs.
And we
put them in a
donated a
binder.
bunch of stuff. too.
Donated stuff. And also, like, if there's any, like, limited edition things or, like, box sets, we kept the box sets.
I've been collecting things for so long. Like,
Yeah.
I'm in my 40s now. So, and I've lived on my own mostly for probably over 20 years now, so I have a lot of stuff that I have to get rid of.
It wasn't that bad.
And my enabler, my beautiful wife,
Wait, it's
allows
not that
me to do
bad.
these things.
It's not that.
Oh no, you're flying. Oh.
It's
no.
not that bad. It wasn't
That's
that. I
cool.
expected it to be worse. We had a lot of stuff that wasn't that hard to keep or hold on to or get rid of.
Yeah.
There's some. We have a lot of our old systems. We're trying to decide what to do with them. Some of them we're gonna give away, but not the Xbox. We have an old Xbox 360.
I don't think it's 360. I think it's the one after the 360.
What is the one?
One, maybe? I don't know.
Maybe. I don't know.
Something
I
about
think it is a
something.
3. I don't know.
It might. I don't know.
We have it, which is a little bit of a moot point because I do have like a computer that can play games on it, but then he can play games on it because he's not going to sit at my computer playing games.
This is true. I will not. It is awkward.
That's something too. Of speaking of like the earlier comments of childhood and nostalgia, I've been playing Tomb Raider again. It's hard. And I'm getting my butt kicked mostly by my own problems. Like, it's not like, oh, the dinosaur killed me. It's like, no, I took him out. I fell. I just
I've
fell.
never had the patience for Tomb Raider. Like,
It's not so bad, but
I don't like puzzles.
so
like
here's yes, I know.
I
You were
really
just
hate-
he was playing Planet
I-
of Lana, and
I really hate
it
puzzles
was a
in
problem.
games. Like I get annoyed pretty. I'm a laid back guy, but I get when I randomly run across something that like truly stumps me, like I'm not a throw a controller type of person because I'm an adult, but I'm definitely
your go-to is like a come on, man. You get frustrated.
Yeah,
I
and
mean
then-
we all do.
But I've gotten to the point now where I'm just like I'm just gonna look on YouTube. Happy birthday.
Oh, thank you so much. I've said that during streams when I'm playing Tomb Raider. I said I might look some stuff up, guys, because I'm not playing to be an expert. I'm playing to be just playing it. Like there's some, it's the fun and the journey. Like I'm not just sitting there like scrolling and then going back to play. Like there's some things where I'm like, what am I? Sometimes I'll just look through to see what the enemies are because I do get scared and I scream and not like it's not even like a cute like ah or like a girly scream. I've listened to myself back. I go, ah! It's awful. I hate it. I sound like a stock sound from a dude in a video game. Like when you're shooting someone in a video game, they go, ah!
It really,
Oh!
that's an accurate description.
Sometimes
actually.
I swear. Sometimes I go like, oh, son of a bitch. Like,
Come on.
I go like, you bastard! I think there is a clip. If you guys, I can promote my own shit on this. If you want to watch, I'm Blazy Blake on Twitch. You should watch my latest one. There's a part where wolves are attacking me as Lara Croft, and I bargain with them, and it doesn't work. I'm just like, I'm rich. Don't do this. And it's like, they're still eating me.
It's an odd decision for
It's not
for
a good
video
strategy.
game. Yeah,
It's
I don't
not.
know. I don't know that really works.
They didn't
per
stop.
se.
They didn't. The raptors didn't stop. The
I feel
wolves.
like maybe too much faith in your ability.
There she is.
Oh, hey, Moach. How are you? How are you, screaming little producer Moach?
It's also my first time like playing in a while and realizing my main fear in that game is not something running up on me as much. Although there are mummies in that and like Atlanteans and there's also centaurs if I remember correctly.
Atlanteans? What are Atlanteans?
They're just like you go to Atlantis.
We get like weird fish people? Like
No.
fish on the top?
No,
people on the bottom?
Maybe
It's
I don't
just
know. I only
stuff-
played Tomb Raider 1 and it like.
Things.
There's parts that scared me, and I think the thing that got to me most, it still does it. I hate underwater stuff. I know people go like Zelda, water temple's the worst. Swimming in games is the worst. Sonic, Tomb Raider, the way I can just accidentally drown the character is terrifying to me. Like I'm like, I just don't want to watch it. It's not even like she goes, like she like curls up like a bug and dies, and I'm not good with it. It's not my favorite thing. So that's my like. And the thing that's bad with this Tomb Raider is you can save at any time, so it's like, and it doesn't let me just save and move on. It shows you how many times. I'm already at like 40. I've only made it through like 2 levels. It's like
Can't come on the
end
table.
save because I'm gonna mess this up.
If you come on the table, I'm gonna put you back down again.
I think somebody said there's an achievement you can do where you have the least amount of saves. I'm like, what's the opposite? That's what I'm gonna do. 'Cause
What do I get for 1,000?
I could get there. I might get there. You should tune in. I usually stream on Saturdays in the afternoons. Just give me a follow. It's usually a good time. Sometimes I'm eating on stream because I forget to have lunch and I have to eat. So if you're into that, good for you. Mochi's into it. All right, hold on. I'm gonna scoot back so she can sit on my lap.
I'm
See
gonna
if she'll
fight
do that.
you, little cat.
Come here and sit on my lap.
I'm gonna legit fight you. So with me on the artist stuff, so I have an interesting commission going on right now that I'm doing for a family member, and it's a portrait of someone they know who's fairly older. And I'm working on it. I'm doing my thing. I hurt my back a little, so I had to take some time away from working on it yesterday. And it's one of those things because the person who the portrait's for is fairly elderly. There's a bit of a rush to it to make sure that they will get to see it before they possibly pass away, which I was not aware of. I wasn't aware that it was kind of one of those things. But these are like the stuff that you deal with when you do commission work sometimes. Like there are time constraints that are unforeseen. So I'm doing that. I'm working on it. It should be done within about a day or so. I've just got to kind of buckle down. I've already done the face. I've got to do like the hair, and I've got to figure out like the color stuff that I want to do. But it's good. It's just interesting.
Yeah, yeah, but I think I mean, back injury aside, which we do encourage that you keep resting, is that you do work fast. You work faster than most people I know. I'm not gonna name drop, but I do know an artist who took maybe like a year to do something for somebody, and it wasn't even like it was a super big piece. It's just that motivation, which I can understand. There's some days where it comes and some days where it doesn't, but I think you're pretty consistent. I think you have a very good working system.
You are a lot.
She needs all the attention.
You are a lot, madam.
Secretly Mochi show.
It really is. Sadly.
It's secretly the Mochi show.
It's been the Mochi. It's been producer Mochi show for a while now.
She's the executive producer as well as the producer. She doesn't actually contribute any money. It's actually if we were to really check those
she
books,
contributes lots of cat hair.
If we were,
that will
get
float
into
into your drink if
it's
you're not
gonna
careful.
happen. I already know I'm gonna drink some cat hair. It's gonna be great. I'm also wearing black pants that are gonna be covered in Mochi hair, which is sad because I just cleaned off a chair that had all of her. It was so bad I didn't notice one of their toy mice was in there. I was vacuuming and I was like, that was a big thing. I was like, oh, that was not hair. It was just so much. Like, I think every cat owner says this, like, you can make another cat with this, but I was there. I was like, there was a lot of hair, Mochi.
You can make another cat that Mochi can fight with.
No.
Not so bad.
She's not good at fighting. Have we discussed that?
I didn't say she was going to be good at it. I just said
she's being so sweet right now.
Yeah, it's a ploy. I don't believe it.
She loves me.
She does love you. She's still a miscreant.
So much hair.
Yes.
She sheds so much.
Yeah.
I'm
It's good.
scared now. That'll be flavoring for my matcha.
Mmm.
Oh, no, do not do that.
Claws.
Put her butthole on me.
Yeah. A secret kiss, if you will.
No. That's not it.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. So I want to take you somewhere for lunch, if you'll allow me.
Today?
Today.
Let me get okay. I want to go and still. So if I don't know, do you talk about wrestling on here ever?
Not really.
We watch wrestling sometimes. It's a thing. Mostly AEW. Sometimes like some Japanese indie stuff.
Yeah.
When we can, but yeah, there's a big pay-per-view last night. I missed parts of it, so my family is also into it. I found out. I think I've said this before. I don't know if she wants me to put her on main like that, but I think my mom was a wrestling fan from before I was born because she made some comments about going to shows or something, and I was like, oh, my mom is into this. So sometimes we watch with my family. I want to see them today so we can see their reaction to things. I'm pretty good just from a storytelling aspect of knowing maybe how things might turn. Like I'm a mark. I'm not a smart mark. I'm not like somebody who's like,
I
know.
don't know what that means.
It's like I'm a fan, but I think I know what's going to happen. Like I'm a smart mark. Like I buy into the story, but I think I know where it's going. I don't think that way in terms of like I know wrestling. I think of it in terms of I know story tropes. Like sometimes I think way more fantastical than any wrestling thing will go. Like it's probably best to go simple. But sometimes I can kind of figure out where the winds are blowing, so I'm good with going like I don't have my expectations so high. My mom gets into it. She's like, I can't watch this because this character. She knows it's a character. She's like, this character, I don't want to watch him win and beat up this guy. And I'm like, you're cute.
Let me see. Oh, it's past the bedtime. Wow.
Okay, get some sleep.
Thank you very much.
Sleep is good.
Appreciate
Thank you
it.
for being
Love
here.
you.
Thank you.
Minnie.
But yeah, I think that she's into it, but she gets like she gets into it like typical marks, where she's like, no, I hate this guy, they want me to hate. And then when you love them, like, I don't know why, but they're growing on me. I'm like, that's what they want, Mom.
Supposed to do that.
Yeah, you're good. But she recognizes that's what it is. But yeah, We watch it with them sometimes. So maybe eating some lunch. I don't need to watch the whole thing with them. I said, tell me when you're starting it up, and then I can come in at a time.
We're gonna try and see Dune 2 tomorrow.
Yes, I need to watch Dune again.
We can do that.
Maybe we'll watch it again today, this evening, because I don't remember all of it. Besides that Jason Momoa was in it, everyone was excited.
Desert.
And they messed it up.
Fighting.
They were messed up. They were
Worms.
like, Jason Momoa's in it. It's gonna be great. And then they're like, you don't know Dune. You don't know Dune. You don't know how this is gonna go.
You're not prepared.
You shouldn't get into movies like
mostly
that.
We've just been more than anything we've been doing like bad Christopher Walken Dune.
I love it though. You gotta do how he's gonna be in it. Wow.
Wow.
The spice.
Wow. A sandworm. Wow.
that sure is some spice.
Ah. Crazy.
You're coming to my Harkin, it's all wrong.
Coming to my Harkin, it's all wrong. Yeah. Just the most ridiculous, stupid
If you think
impressions.
that you're gonna be
the
king of the dunes, it's wrong. You're wrong, my friend. You're wrong.
Yeah. Just a lot of overacting is what I want.
I know that it's not it, but just imagine that that's what he thinks.
Like
it's
Sleepy
not.
Hollow face, like.
But with lines now, because he didn't have
Yeah.
any lines in Sleepy Hollow.
No.
I think, which is a mistake. You don't want to go. You think you're gonna come at me, the headless horseman? Like, wait, cut. You're not the guy.
You're not. No.
You're like a Hessian. I think that's what they say.
He's a guy.
You're a Hessian soldier.
He has
right.
no head,
The headless
which I'm
horseman.
still not sure what that means.
I think it was German. A German soldier.
Okay.
But yeah, I think. But I think, yeah, I know that he'll know the lines and they'll give him what he's supposed to read. The idea that he thinks it's not any kind of Dune terminology, thinks the king of the dunes, the guy who runs the dunes, like
I'm your universe king. And they're like, it's an emperor.
All right.
And he just looks at the camera like,
you think Paul Atreides, can rule the dunes?
Who's the king universe here? You or me?
Who was Captain Hook on NBC's Peter Pan?
Oh God.
That was
weird.
bad.
That was so bad.
Rough.
Yeah, his weird dance thing he did for no reason.
I don't want to talk, but he was a dancer, so.
Well, he was like the only part in that thing I think that was really acting too. Like, there was a lot of really bad acting, but like he was doing like a decent job.
He looked sleepy. Allison, what's her name, was trying her best.
Oh yeah, it's that Allison girl, the one from Get Out.
This milk and Fruit Loops lady.
Yes. Yeah. All right, chat. What is your opinion on creeps who eat dry cereal in a cup, and then they just drink a little milk? Like that to me sounds like psychopath behavior, which was proven in the movie because she was a psychopath.
It's bad. I'm not gonna defend it. Like, look, I am not going to defend it. But like.
I don't like it. I don't trust it.
I didn't either, but I didn't trust her from the beginning. I'm sorry, Brian Williams' daughter, but I've seen girls, and I just thought you were a bad person to begin with, and that's typecasting. But I can't trust her. I can't think of anything I've seen her in where I've been like, she's gonna be. Oh, that one weird one, the Perfection with the cello playing.
Well, no, isn't she also? She might not be this person.
You're not great at these faces.
Because I am not great at this face recognition.
Let's see who you think
Isn't
she is.
she in Megan? Wasn't she the girl in Megan?
Yes, she was in Megan.
She was in Megan?
But she wasn't an untrustworthy person in Megan. She was a neglectful caretaker.
Okay.
So it was like, we've stepped up.
And this is that's just and this is the part where then I take it awry and I go, yeah, I really loved her in New Girl. I thought she did a good job.
She was never in New Girl. She was probably a baby when New Girl came out. Don't do that to Jake Johnson.
That's too funny.
Is that, I was getting mad. I call him Nick Miller, Jake Miller, Nick Johnson. I always mess his name up. I feel so bad.
I think it's funny.
But yeah, she was just neglectful in Megan. She was like, oh, my sister died, and now I gotta take care of this kid. But I got this robot project. What am I gonna do? I guess the robot watches the kid, and it was bad.
It felt real.
It was funny though. I shouldn't say it's funny. I think a child gets his ear pulled off in that movie. I sounded like
hilarity ensues.
He was an asshole, to be perfectly
hilarity ensues.
Also, the little kid was kind of an asshole.
Spoilers.
You could tell from that.
Spoilers.
That little girl was in something else, and I didn't realize she was somebody like. Oh, she was in.
All the Nightmares.
Kind of. She was in.
Hi, Tom. You gonna come and join us now?
No, he doesn't like it. He's gonna do that cat thing where he's just out of reach and he won't ever.
You could almost touch me if you got up, but
you didn't watch it. It was the House on Haunted Hill thing. She played a young version of one of the kids. I didn't recognize her. It was like, oh, she was so cute, and now she's playing a brat who does dances with Megan. It's just like,
Oh, this isn't Brian Williams' daughter. This is somebody else. It's the little girl. Okay.
The little girl.
I was like, what? She was in
No,
what?
she wasn't in Hill
I
House.
was like, how old is everybody
she
in
was
Hell
playing
House if she's the younger version?
She was
of
playing
them?
the youngest version of the one who was like.
I didn't watch any of it, so I don't know who any
one
of
of
these
Carla
things are.
Gugino's kids. You know Carla Gugino because she's
Yes.
beautiful. That's all you need to know.
Yeah, she's in a bunch of stuff.
She was one of the siblings who died in the Hill House one. They all came together because she died in the house.
Is she like the death? Does she play death in something?
She wasn't death, but she was also in You.
Or a demon or whatever.
She was in You before.
Didn't watch that.
She was one. She's been in a lot of things. Victoria Pedretti.
We can go through a whole list of things I haven't watched.
I know names and faces of things. He doesn't know them.
It's not my thing.
It's not. It's not. It's definitely a thing.
I like to paint. That's my whole personality.
I do the drawings. I just also like. I have things in the background a lot because it helps me to focus. It's weird to say that, like to have background noise, but I need that. Sometimes the quiet is too much for me.
My whole personality is back injury, diabetes.
That's not your whole personality.
Painting.
That's right. Your
Cats.
back injury, painting cats.
I love my wife.
Diabetes. That's a very sweet part of it. Mine is, I guess, what should
all
I do
I got.
since I'm on social media? My whole personality is ADHD.
That's all I got.
That's all I am. I would do drawing, but I have ADHD, and you have to say it that way. I have the ADHD.
Aha!
Yes, like it's a revelation.
Yes, like the what was his name? The comedian who they always announce is dead when they do Saturday Night Live stuff.
I don't know.
He did The Critic.
Oh, John Lovitz. That's right. I've got the ADHD.
I think it's Lovitz, isn't it? John Lovitz.
Lovitz.
I feel like it's Lovitz. I feel like it's never been Lovitz.
I said it wrong. I'm sorry.
I'm just checking. I might be wrong. I very likely could have been saying it wrong the entire time.
No, it's Lovitz. I said it.
Lovitz. I just remember because I liked him from The Critic. I've never watched him really in anything
stinks.
else.
So, I mean, he always plays someone kind of unhinged. The wedding singer.
He's John Lovitz.
Yeah,
he's John Lovitz and everything.
He was Hanukkah Harry.
I don't remember that.
It was an SNL. It was an SNL sketch. Santa gets sick and he's Hanukkah Harry and he gives everybody socks. I didn't get socks for Hanukkah. I got pajama bottoms. They weren't for me. They were my brother's. And I was like, he's like, I don't want these. I'm like, I will take those. It was, who's that brand where smiley faces? Joe something? Do you remember those?
It was a clothing brand?
Yeah, and they had like smiley faces on them. It was Joe something.
Have a nice day? That one?
I don't think so. I think it was like Joe something. But I thought they were cool.
I don't know.
Smiley face pajamas in the early 2000s. I'm dating myself.
Pre-memes stuff.
No memes. Very memes. Little Facebook.
Or as the kids in their 50s say, that I know, memes.
Nobody says memes.
They do say memes. They do.
No.
Yeah.
That's upsetting. I don't like it.
Yeah.
It's like the fight. It's the GIF fight. I think it is GIF.
I still feel like it'd be memes, not memes. I'm like, there's no A there.
Well, what is it? What's the root of it though? Usually it came from
meme.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We don't know. If we know, then you can know. I only know that it's GIF because
from the Latin.
Well, I only know it's GIF because the guy who made it said it's GIF, and I have a hard time saying that because I always thought GIF. I think hard G.
Hello. Better check my feet.
Hello.
Hey.
Good morning.
Netararu, how are you? Hey, brother.
But I have to say, I wanted to say this. This is not any sponsor thing, but I was went on a tangent about art stuff and saying I got into inking and things like that and I like doing pen drawings at work because it's what I have to work with. If I get a pencil out, it's like a lead holder and it's a whole thing of sharpening it. Pens, I don't need to sharpen. They're just pens. So this winter, I kept seeing a lot of ads online for this, I was looking at quills because I was like, how can I be sustainable and find a pen I like and not have to change them out a bunch of times? And I was looking at quill pens or ink pens and I saw this one that I liked and I thought maybe I was going to get taken for a ride because sometimes when you see Instagram things, they're bad. It's fast fashion or something stupid. But I've been using this pen. I really like it. I think you guys should look into it. It's sustainable. If you do a lot of drawing or writing or something, it's the Lumos pen from Tom's Studio. You can find them online really easy. But it is... Oh, I did do the thing.
Tom, leave my feet alone.
It's interchangeable, so this is how you post it. You take the cap off and you screw it on the back. And the cool thing is it has all these interchangeable tips.
Would you two like to be on this?
So you unscrew the little top thing, and then you can change out the nibs because there's like an ink core there. It's protected by like a plastic thing around it. But it's like a cotton ink core reservoir. You can use whatever colors you want. You just put it in there. Screw the cap back on. Then I have to be careful the cats don't steal. And it's really nice to write with. I've done some fun sketches with it. I don't know if I shared what I did lately. I don't know if it looked weird because I've done like stuff for my new D&D
Because
game.
it's sketchbook stuff. The
I
whole
can
point
show
of the
you.
sketchbook. Likewise, brother.
Hello.
Nice to see you too.
I can show
Always
you guys.
nice to
I'll
see
go grab it. It's weird looking, and I could go into that shenanigans. He
Yeah.
can tell you about references.
I'm
and
always
things.
like a big proponent of like reusable stuff.
Yes.
I think not having a lot of there's a lot of like really good art supplies out there, but some of them are very like temporary. And if you can use something that you can really reuse, it's her birthday tomorrow actually. Yeah, it's gonna be her birthday tomorrow. Reusable is always just kind of better, you know. Like we have so much stuff that we throw out that we use like once and then we throw away, and I figured, you know, if you can participate in something that will, as I mess with my hair, if you can participate with something that, I don't know, isn't as wasteful, like that's always kind of a good way to go.
Yes, I like that you can reuse this. That it's something that I'm gonna keep like this part forever, and then the nibs. Unless you're like me and you do some stupid things like rinse them out under really hot water and mess up the nib, it'll last forever. The ink also lasts a really long time. I've had like the tiniest ink ball that came with it, and I haven't needed any new ink yet. I want to use new ink because I want to try different colors, but that's just also, you can interchange anything in here, even the core part. I'm going to take this out and get ink all over my hands, but.
Well, love your Born
Thank
Tuesday.
you.
Enjoy.
So
Thank
yeah,
you so
I'm going
much.
to take this out really quick and show you guys the core thing of it. You can change them out, so you don't even need, this is the ink core.
Don't do it from here.
Yeah, this is the ink core. This just keeps it, this little thing on the back just keeps it like from staying up. But you can just change these out. You don't need to just you can rinse it out and do it, or you can just change one out and just have them. Like this is my green ink core, this is my red ink core, whatever. And yeah, I just like the idea that I can just keep these forever and just write it that way, and I don't need to get a million plastic pens. And they're actually very good about service too. Like I know that some people like they'll buy something on Instagram or something, and then it like they fade out, slow fade them, and you never see them. But when I had problems with one of my nibs, it was probably my fault. They sent me a bunch of new ones for free over the holidays. It was really nice. So I highly recommend them. Also, if you like tea, they send a free packet of tea with their stuff, which is really nice. So yeah, I like it. And I've done, this is going to look weird. I play D&D a lot. We're working on a new campaign that I'm getting ready to play. I started off with the pen. I am a nerd. I'm playing Pathfinder, not
Girl nerd.
5e. So I did this first for a new character, which Jay told me he's not wrong, like Master Splinter, and that's fine, but it's not what I'm going for. So I spent forever the other day looking up pictures of rats because of like he's a rat folk, and trying to figure out the anatomy of that, which is really weird because there's just a bunch of rats on my phone now for reference pictures. But this is just straight up the ink. I didn't even do any pencil under this. And I think we made some progress. Rat faces are interesting because they're very different from the angles that you get, right? I'm sorry if there's anybody triggered by seeing rats. He's a rat man, and he's very good, I think. I haven't developed him yet. But yeah, it was just nice to sit down and draw. Also on a relating it back to ADHD, because we said that's my personality. Something that's helped me, not just having this pen, which is really easy to work with and just use, is that I got a new chair for my desk, which is like a desk but also kind of a drafting table desk that I can use. And he made me, because I'm really bad at buying things for myself. And it was just on the notion of I had a chair for my desk, but I wasn't comfortable sitting in it all the time, and that level of just feeling messes with your art and things. So it's just my long way around of saying, if you have something that you think would facilitate your creative process, look into it, because it's worth it. Like I thought I was BSing myself, like I just had a new interest of this chair, but sitting in it because it's more comfortable, more easy to kind of lounge in when I need to, but also sit up and work in. I'm at my desk a little bit more, and that's all the difference of me drawing healthfully. Because that's the other thing, I can draw anywhere, but there's a difference between me sitting up and doing my drafting table thing or hunched over and trying to do something, and it comes out nice, but then my neck is messed up for days. So yeah, new chair. That's my fanciest, most exciting update. A new chair.
I like it. I like
Yeah.
it a lot. All right, so this is the portion of the show when my wife comes on where we just like silently make out in front of the camera for like 20 minutes.
No,
So
it's not.
let me lick my lips and.
No!
No, no. I knew it wasn't gonna happen. But
Not for free.
Wow. All right.
Not no for you. Not.
Sushi.
I
Yeah.
charge. That's right. I
Paired
charged him.
sushis.
No, ew, that's gross. Fish breath. That's
Fishy,
right. I only
fishy
kiss.
sushis.
No, I mean for people. I don't want to make out in front of people. Also, doesn't my mom watch this?
Of course. Hey, she's probably watching it right now.
Gross. Although, can I say my dirty joke thing that I said?
Of course.
The other day, I was using some. All this hair does not just do it on its own. I have to use hair product to just keep it this way. The curls are natural. The staying power is not. I was using a curl cream, and I guess I hadn't used it in a while. There was an air bubble in it, so I was like trying to like use a lotion pump to squirt the air stuff in my hand, and it like over exerted, and it like squirted all over me. And to myself in the bathroom, nobody else around. I went, "Oh my god, I'm sorry. This never happens to me." And I was like, and I was like, I'm hilarious. I'm so funny. And then I thought I should tell people, and I'm like, but where? So here's my forum. The platform has been given to me.
It's true.
Questionably.
It's true.
And that's what
this is what Parents Breakfast is for, honestly. We make dirty jokes. We say a lot of silly things. And yeah, that's about it.
Tom runs away.
Shout out to Jenna, the Jenna in Puerto Rico right now, doing her thing. Shout out to Yenny, who is in Puerto Rico painting a mural right now. That's pretty badass.
That's cool.
I kicked in a couple bucks to help her out. They're actually doing really, really well right now, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, you know, all the artists out there grinding, doing as they do. I don't suggest. All right, so here's the thing. I don't suggest that every artist draw something every day. I think if that's not your process, do not force yourself to do those things. I think like a 30-day thing can sometimes be beneficial, but if it stresses you out, like don't. It's not meant to be stressful. It's meant to be something where like you learn and you grow and you do all those things. Like I myself am a slow reader. So I make it a point to try and read one page every day. They're totally about to fight.
I got you this time.
My cats like to fight during the stream.
They're fighting over boxes.
And yeah, I don't know what I was saying.
He said don't draw every day.
But yeah, I think if you can figure out little policies and little habits, it's said that like if you can do something straight for 21 days, it becomes just like a normal thing that you do. So I don't think that 30 necessarily always has to be the case, but I feel like producer Tom's in the house. Hey bud, how's it going? You fighting? Trying to fight? Is that what this is? This is your timeout? Yeah, I just think you have to kind of figure out what brings you joy and what helps you become better at what you're trying to get better at.
You can't have it.
I'm just waiting for him to just go, "Bleh, gross." It's typically what it does. Makes a face like, this is nasty. Yeah, it's okay. I've been, with the health stuff, just give you a heads up, I'm still logging every day, or almost every day, with everything as far as like blood sugar stuff goes. I'm doing okay. It's not too bad. I still get spikes every once in a while. Not every day anymore. I got my Dexcom, my little guy. There we go. I got to change that out today. Thank you to everybody who gave me advice on the best way to take it off without being in so much pain, because I was definitely hurting pretty bad from the last time. Somebody suggested baby oil. So I got to slather this thing, turn it off first, obviously, and then slather it in baby oil, and then slowly it'll kind of come off. So I'm happy about that, because before I just kind of just like raw dogged it, and it was rough.
I didn't witness that, but
it was very painful.
If I'd known that's what you were doing, I think I would have been like, maybe we do it differently.
It was real ouch. So yeah, we're gonna do some cool stuff today. We're gonna probably rewatch Dune. We might play some Bob's Burgers Clue.
Oh my god.
And
should bring that to my parents' house.
Okay, we can bring that to your parents' house. And yeah, we're just gonna relax and just have a good time.
Hello.
Hey Jeffrey, how's it going? How are you? Little wave thing. Yeah, so mostly it's gonna be a pretty nice day. You know, tomorrow is Alex's birthday, so we have a bunch of stuff we're actually gonna do on that day. But you know, for the most part, it's gonna be a fairly chill and beautiful day, and that's kind of the plan, honestly. This episode has gone on for 35 minutes, which I don't believe all of you will watch. All great. That's good. I'm glad to hear it. Yeah, I've only got a couple of commissions I got to work on right now, so I'm going to try and do those this coming week and then ship them out. So everybody who's waiting for your commissions, I promise they are coming. If you have any ones that you'd like me to do, I mean, send me a message, or you can send me an email at painterfilespodcast@gmail.com. And yeah. New episode of Painter Files Podcast actually came out last week. So if you get a chance for the month of February, if you get a chance, your boy is so special.
He's playing with the ball.
He's playing with the ball. And yeah.
Listen to Painter's File Podcast.
Listen to Painter Files Podcast. There's so many backlogs of these Painter's Breakfasts, so you can always have fun with those. Brexi, I don't know, the plural, the singular or plural of breakfast.
I think it's breakfast.
Brexi.
Okay, Christopher Walken.
Yeah, and for the most part, I'm trying to think. There's one more thing I meant to say that I'm now drawing a blank
Painter
on.
Files, commission.
So for the YouTube channel, I've been trying to do kind of a thing where, because the channel just turned 11, which is crazy, there's so many episodes that came about before this channel was really popping. So I'm trying to go through some of those and then basically repost them on my website, jawsblakeblog.com. And yeah, I feel like they were really good and they just never really they never really had the audience at the time. So there's a lot. There's almost 1,000 episodes, I think, at this point. So I'm close. Give or take 100. And yeah, that's about it, honestly. I hope all your projects go well. I hope your week is nice. And I hope you have a great 2024 if I don't see you again, which I hope I do.
It's March.
Yeah, shit comes up, you know. That's how it works. But these will always be here. So enjoy, rejoice. How was your breakfast? What did you have? Tell me in the comments. We do need to eat something.
I messed this up. We didn't eat.
It's okay. We'll eat later. We'll eat after this. So it's fine. Same to y'all. Lots of love. Painter out. Ciao. Bye. Boop.